You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Check us out on social media. Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and on Twitter at Rainier Av Radio.
All of us have struggled through the COVID-19 pandemic, and many of our communities have been particularly hard hit. Some things definitely need to change, but a few things should stay the same, like protecting your child from serious diseases you can prevent now. Preventable diseases like measles, mumps, and whooping cough. Is camp, childcare, or in-person school on your family's agenda? Give your child a healthy and safe summer and school year by making sure they're up to date on vaccinations and well child visits. You have the power to protect. Call your healthcare provider to find out what vaccinations your child is due for and make an appointment today. If you need help finding a provider, visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 1-800-322-2588. An interpretation is available.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world is your 24/7 media hub. Tune in at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and TuneIn apps.
Ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y mahalika. Likha sa puso at ikaw-ikay.
Go ahead, Miles.
Magandang Hi, Kuya Bert! Hi, Norb! Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat, saan man kayo naroon, wherever you are in the world. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio, broadcasting live every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 2:30 p.m. shuttle time every Wednesdays from 5 to 6:30 a.m. Philippine time and 7 to 8:30 a.m. Australia time through the magic of StreamYard and the facilities of Rainier Avenue Radio.world dito po sa Seattle, Washington, USA. Ako po si Mel Salvador. Tagyan na po si Kuya Bert. Kasama ko po si
Hi,
Norb.
everybody. Norb Caoili. And yes, my dad is back out of the hospital and back here on the airwaves.
Our producer is Daniel Velez of Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Our program is internet-based, so you can watch and listen live right now, saan man po kayo naroon. Just log on to www.rainieravenue.radio.world or on YouTube. Hanapin lamang ang Fil-Am Radio Show, episode 231 na po tayo ngayon. Our show is video recorded by a producer, Daniel Velez, so you can watch later at your own convenient time through the Facebook page of Rainier Avenue Radio.world, through YouTube, through my Facebook page, or Kuya Bert's or Bert Angels. Just look for Fil-Am Radio Show, episode 231. We broadcast in Taglish or Tagalog English, so that our speaking audience will be able to understand our show. So for now, just relax and enjoy our show. Thank you. Salamat po. Our program always starts with a prayer and ends with a prayer. So let's bow our heads. Lord, thank you for all the blessings you gave us. Please bless and keep us, especially those who are watching right now. May love and forgiveness always reign in our hearts from this day forward. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Our opening song is We've Only Just Begun by our special guest, Tess Guerzon. Yay! I'm so excited!
We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. We've only begun. Before the rising sun, we fly. So many roads to choose. We start out walking and learn to run. Sharing horizons that are new to us, watching the signs along the way, talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day, together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. Sharing horizons that are new to us, watching the signs along the way, talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day, together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. We've only just begun. And yes, we've just begun.
We've only just begun by our special guest, Tess Guerzon. I'm so excited. Kuya Bert is here. Salamat
Yes.
po.
There he is.
Kuya Bert! Oh,
I'm
God.
very
Thank you.
anxious to see our special guest, the beautiful Tess
Yeah.
Guerzon. Papasukin na natin. Let's go. Let's put
Naku.
our hands together.
Yay!
Oh,
Naku, very, very special. Dumating si Kuya Bert para sa iyo, Tess. Wow!
Sa
Hi.
totoo lang, I really tried because I didn't want to fail my, to tell Tess that I will be on the show and she will be our special guest. Kaya naman, I tried everything. Don't bother to look at me good because, I haven't even showered for, 3 weeks now.
I can
Well,
tell
you have had a sponge bath, though.
I
At least you
want
had
to say
something.
thank you to Miles and, of course, Norbert, who has really been filling in for the past, 3 episodes?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
miss all those episodes. The one thing I would like to say before we really go to our special guest, everything about her, is that
Yeah.
let us not take this COVID thing lightly. I never expected that I would get hit with this. It's important that you protect yourself, you protect your neighbor, your family, because
Yeah.
it was hell. I tell you, the 3 weeks that I have been in the hospital, that was not easy. So if you have any symptoms at all, even if it's just you cold or something, check it out. It was, in our case, it was very difficult because we tried to find a place where we could have it checked, And basically,
Yeah.
no appointments, no place. So it took a while. And
Mm-hmm.
during this time, that's when I guess the bug hit me. I'm just very fortunate that Shoni, of course, who's 4 years younger, did not really get the brunt of it. She recovered just like that. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, it was kind of, down the sunset ways now. So it's very important, especially if you're at an age where, you know, close to mine, I suppose. Be very careful. And I won't be talking too much in this show, except maybe sing it lang. But I just want to make sure that everybody knows I am so grateful for all of those listeners, my
Mm-hmm.
between family, my relatives, my friends in the Philippines. My gosh, I can't even name names because all of you have been very supportive. All your
Mm.
prayers, all your messages, all the cards that I was able to read, even the Seahawks family. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Mama Blue of the Seahawks sending me
Wow.
a card. That was something else. Many of you may not
Mm.
know who Mama Blue is, but my
Yeah.
gosh, she's an icon in the Seahawks world.
Mm.
So I know I don't want to take too much time. I just want to say salamat, 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 and salamat, Tess. My gosh, the beautiful Tess Guerzon, hardworking real estate, and
Mm-hmm.
of course, beautiful singer, talented. And I just want to make sure that everybody who's listening here,
Yeah.
Tess is going to be one of the opening acts of our great Filipino talented, Marcelino Pomoy. So we can
Yeah.
talk more about that later. Okay, guys, I may
Yeah.
also be out of the video thing. I don't want you guys to be looking
before
at me the
before
way
you
it
go
is.
away,
I'm not
before
going to
you
go
go
away.
away,
I'm here. I'll be quiet.
like Kuya Bert, before you go away, Irving Mendoza said, "Hello, Miles and Norb. Happy Tuesday. Norb, it's good to hear your dad is back home and recovering. God bless, man." Irving Mendoza said, "Hi, Kuya Bert. Nice to see you again. Welcome back." And he also said, "You'll get better and stronger as each day passes. You'll be back to normal soon, di ba?" And then
Yes.
also, Irving said to Tess Gerson Cabrera, "Hi Tess, nice to see you again." Yan po ang sabi ni Irving. And also Tyler, thank you for watching. Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, Tyler
Okay.
Parcher says, hi, Dad, and also to Miles. So thank you, Tyler, for being there, and Andra as well. So I
And
think
of course,
before
Norm,
we
I'd
jump
like to
into the
say,
invitation or our interview, I want to read some of the bio, if that's okay. Tess, can we read a little bit about your bio, because it's quite impressive. All right, so Tess, our special guest today, she was born and raised in Seattle, the daughter of the late Zenaida Fuentebella Topacio Guerzon, a very active community activist, teacher, director, real estate investor, and businesswoman. Tess, although born in the States, she was raised to know her culture and roots. She is fluent in Tagalog and has traveled back and forth to the Philippines since she was 8 years old. A graduate of Seattle University with a bachelor's degree in public administration, she was involved in the Community Housing Resource Board and the Institute of Public Service. She is also was also a board member for the Asian Counseling and Referral Service, and currently the Filipino Chamber of Commerce of the Pacific Northwest. Tess also organizes a community event every year at the Jose Rizal Park in Beacon Hill, every August, called the Rizal Park Jazz Fest. She's been doing that since 2009. She's been a realtor for over 30 years and feels that when she helps people with their real estate needs, she is doing something worthwhile for the community. So whether it's singing in a choir or solos, selling real estate, or involved in a community event, she always gives her 100%. Tess recently released her first Christmas CD in December to benefit the Rizal Park and Bridge Preservation Society, an organization her mother organized and remains close to her heart. The Rizal Park and Bridge Preservation Society is also one of the sponsors of this event, as well as Triwood Realty. So, again, our special guest, Tess Guerzon.
Yay!
Yes.
Can you guys hear me okay?
It sounds a little muffled. It's not as clear.
Where earphones? Do you have earphones?
It sounds a little bit distant.
Where are the earphones?
Let me go see if I can get them. Let me see.
Well, do we have another song that we could play while Tess
but-
works on her
Yeah.
sound?
Hey, Norb, before
Yeah.
we play the song, I just
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
Dad.
say, I'm so grateful that your sister, Monica, she flew from Spokane just to be.
Oh.
Oh.
Kuya Bert
Oh, we lost-
disappeared.
We lost my dad there.
Yeah, I heard
think what he-
Monica
what he
came
was-
yesterday.
What he was saying,
Yeah.
yes, my sister Monica, she flew in actually 2 days ago, and she's been waiting for this, anxiously waiting for the release from the hospital of my dad, knowing that once
Yeah.
he got out, he's going to still need a lot of help at home. So my mom wouldn't be too burdened by herself. My sister offered to come out here, take some time off of work
That's
and time away
nice,
from
yeah.
her husband, Don, and their puppy over in Spokane to come over here to give my mom a hand and help get my dad slowly back onto his feet. So
Yeah.
it's the first night. Last night was the first night back home from the hospital. She and I picked him up, and it was nice to be able to bring him home and reunite with my mom and have him, well, not sleeping in his own bed. He's sleeping in the basement just to make it a little bit easier to get around. But I'm sure my dad is glad to be back to mom's home cooking, Lola's home cooking, and back to his own house. So, so we're very, very relieved and feel very blessed that my dad is finally out of the hospital. Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was 3 weeks today when I brought him to the emergency room. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what's
there's,
happening, Norb, but I'm getting. I'm disappearing, just like.
I know. Yeah. Now you're the one disappearing. That's
So when I
I
was
did-
talking, did I disappear?
You
Yeah,
did.
you
You just
did.
disappeared. You started talking about
don't know
Monica.
why.
You disappeared. So then I just
Yeah.
kind of filled in what you were about to say about my sister coming
Yeah.
to stay with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, when that happens again, just carry on.
Yeah.
Things
Guess
get
what?
back
I did. While you were away, I did disappear for 3 weeks.
I know.
did disappear.
You did well. You did very
Maybe
well,
you
I
switched internet
understand.
providers, so now my dad's the one disappearing, and not that Miles is the one who's solid.
Irving said, that's funny that Kuya Bert disappeared. It's usually Miles that disappears, right, Miles? Yeah.
That's good.
Let's
right.
not jinx it. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Okay, while we do
Tyler
that, you
Tyler
said
Parcher
you're
is
ready for
asking.
Tess Guerzon's second song.
Yeah. No, Norbert saying about Tyler Parcher.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
he was
Norbert.
asking, are you going to be able to watch the Super Bowl with me this Super Bowl Sunday? And
Well,
that's the
goal.
plan. The plan is for my dad, just like he's returned to the studio for this show. Hopefully he'll be able to return to mine. So when we do our show on Sunday for the broadcast of the Super Bowl, we'll be back doing our thing. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. So join us on Sunday for our reaction during the Super Bowl. The Bengals against the Rams should be
Okay.
interesting.
Oh, Tess is back.
Let's
Okay.
listen.
So Tess has got her
to,
microphone. She's getting things set up. I think she's
We're
getting
gonna
things plugged
play
in.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Tess
Let's do it.
Guerzon. Yeah.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over that rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Yan po ang Summer Over the Rainbow by Tess Guerzon. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh yeah, Irving Mendoza said, I'm pulling for the Bengals to win, but the Browns are so overloaded with bomb talent, especially with Cooper Cup. I say the Rams by 5 points to win. It might be a close game. We'll see. That's what Irving said.
Yeah, the Rams are favored, so but we are rooting against them hard. So I hope the Bengals can pull off the upset, but we shall see. We shall see what happens.
I want to say hi to Violet Escobel is watching. My goodness, is watching Tess. Violet,
A lot of my friends who are watching, thank you very much. Okay. So, Senny, I know the show with Maria is coming up. So are you so excited? I don't know if I messed up.
Can you hear me now, guys? Can you hear me better?
It still sounds kind of distant. It hasn't really changed much, unfortunately.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
no?
A little bit. It's a little bit kind of muffled and distant, but we can hear something there.
Maybe you could put it closer.
Closer?
It just sounds like your camera's close, but the sound sounds like it's coming from across the room. So it sounds very distant.
That's really strange. Okay, well.
We just have to keep going regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we can understand you enough. So I guess let's just roll with it. Otherwise, we might run out of time. So
So just keep going if you can hear me. I don't usually have this problem, but we're moving. I don't know if you can see all the boxes, but we're moving, and it could be the internet connection. We just got the internet connection yesterday. So I don't know if that's the issue. Can you hear me a little bit at least?
Yeah. We just have to listen close, but we can hear you. So, well, Tess, why don't you talk a little bit about this upcoming concert that you're going to be the opening act for? I know that Marcelito, there it is, coming up February 11th, 7 p.m. at Carco Theater, not too far from our place. But Marcelito made international waves when he made such a splash on America's Got Talent, 4th place in the Champions Show, and he's the winner of the Filipinas Got Talent. Very talented. Tell us, how did you get involved with this as an opening act, and tell us a little bit more of what we might expect from this show with a lot of guest stars, and tell us about your involvement with the show.
Okay, well, I Dorcas is the promoter. I don't know if you all know Dorcas, but every so often, she needs opening act, and we reach out to each other and see if there's a need there. And so I'm also one of the sponsors, and so Trywood Realty and then the Rizal Park Preservation, Rizal Park and Bridge Preservation Society is also one of the sponsors. And so, of course, I'm also a singer, realtor, singer, and so that's how that came about. And I've done a few other concerts with Dorcas in the past, and she does a lot of promotions with different production companies. And I know with COVID, she had this scheduled last year, but it had to be rescheduled, of course, because of COVID. And so it was rescheduled to February, which is a really, really great month because it's right before Valentine's Day and right before the big Super Bowl. And so, yeah, that's pretty much how that all started. And I just wanted to say, Kuya Bert, I'm so happy that you're here. I've been praying for you. You know why? Because, at your age, it's really, really hard to overcome even pneumonia. And it's, COVID is even more, it's just worse. And so I'm so glad to see you. I just wanted to say that you have been such an icon in our community, and you were always an advocate for all my mother's activities. Even when she was going through so much, you were always there for her. And I'm so glad you're there. I'm so glad you're here. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me.
Thank you.
Actually, Kuya Bert, to be honest, Tess is a bit apprehensive coming to the show without you.
I love Penny.
We would have made it work. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so happy you're here.
Well, thank you very much, Tess.
Because I'm really, it's just coming from here that you're well and you're looking good. So
yeah, and I got a lot of you to thank. I love your mothers. Senny and we did a lot of things together. I joined her when we went on what do you call this? Not really cruise, but just a tour of Sorsogon. Well, I don't know, Norb, if I don't know if she mentioned something about her heritage. The Guerzons are pretty well known, in the Philippines. Yeah, and I'm glad.
Tess, Tess. Sorry, Gilbert. Irving Mendoza is asking you to test when is your next Tessa Rosa gig with your band. That's what Irving said.
February 19th at the Ohana East Side in Issaquah. That's I've had very, very few gigs lately because of COVID, and I myself am being very cautious as well. And I also don't want to be in a lot of where there's a lot of people and be the cause of someone getting COVID. So I'm doing a lot of online stuff and just not really going after gigs or doing any live performances because of how the whole situation is with the environment. But February 19th at Ohana East Side. So come on out. You can sit in, play your bass if you want. And we're always welcoming other musicians to come and sit in with us. So.
Let's make sure we remember that. I've got short memory right now.
Don't worry, we're just glad you're here. And I'm yelling because I'm trying to make you see that if you could hear me. So that's why I feel like I'm yelling, but anyway.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I think we're approaching our first news break.
Yeah. Okay, stay tuned. We're going to our first station break. So stay tuned po tayo.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not translating the lyrics of Boogie Oogie Oogie for bored Europeans, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Wala na yan.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information.
My name is BK, International Talent Scout. I'm bringing a brand new show to you called BK Presents. 30 minutes, non-stop, your favorite in gospel music studio session. Going deep into interviews with your favorite artists, producers, and their engineers. You and your music. Concert previews and concert reviews. Get it all on BKPresents.com. Here we go.
God is Rainier Avenue Radio .world, your favorite community radio station. We're putting out all kind of inputs for you in your community. So come on and listen to us and tune us in. Get on our Facebook, Instagram, and all. As we're doing it right here for you in your community with Rainier Avenue Radio .world. And God is inspiration of gospel music. Also, we're doing a lot of different things in your community. We give out free food. We give out a lot of things in the community. We do a lot of shows. We do a lot of things on the sports part, and we want you to come on out and tune us in and come to the community, and we do a lot of things in your community. So make sure you go to our website, RainierAvenueRadio.world, and also go to the God Is website and look us up and see what we do in your community that maybe you might like. So come on by and check us out from 11 to 2. Free food giveaway.
No, you can't get it. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Kami po ang pabalik sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show sa Shuttle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Mel Salvador. At kasama po natin si Norb.
Yeah, this is NorbCam Caoili, also known as NorbCam. Thanks for watching.
And Kuya Bert. Oh, muted. You're muted.
Unmute. You got to unmute your mic there, Dad.
Kuya Bert, you're muted.
You see Tess.
There you go.
There we go. We got it.
We got it now. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, we have our very beautiful special guest, Tess Guerzon. All right.
You're so sweet.
You know, at one time when I heard that Tess was going to be part of the, Marcelino Pomoy show, I was thinking maybe it would be a good time to at least have him also on the show. That will be able to promote this show, but I guess timing-wise, that was not possible. But that's okay. Important thing is that we know that Tess is gonna grace, Marcelino Pomoy's concert.
Yeah.
So maybe give a shout out to all our watchers and listeners, and invite them to go see the show. Tess.
Okay, sounds good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to invite everybody to the Carco Theater in Renton, Washington. It's a beautiful theater, right off of Maple Valley Highway. Come see Marcelito Pomoy. He is there. He got he was on American's Got Talent, and he became famous also on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He is known for the man with two voices. He has a tenor voice and a soprano voice, and he sings the one that song that is very famous is Beauty and the Beast and The Prayer. And it's just going to be an amazing show with really, really good music, really great musicians. We've got some local musicians. Also, Jam Morales is a very well-known singer in the Philippines and also here. He is a jazz singer. And then we have a lot of local artists as well. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including myself. And a very, very amazing, inspirational pianist, Joel Sebag. So it's going to be a great show. It starts at 7 o'clock, and you don't want to miss it because it's going to be great.
So who do they call? Tess, who do they call to get tickets or, you know?
Oh, you can get tickets at Eventbrite, or you can also message Dorcas Oligario, and she is on Facebook. You can get her on Messenger. So, and you can also contact me, and then I can forward the information to her.
Yeah, there are a few days. There's still a few days left. So you guys have all the time to be able to get your tickets. You know?
Excuse me, Kuya Bert. Tess, I just want to inform the viewers the concert of Marcelito Pomoy is in Carco. It's not Corco, it's Carco Theater, according to Violet Escobel. So, those who are watching, it's Carco Theater, 1717 Maple Valley Highway, Renton, Washington. Yeah.
Yep, it's Carco. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And Tess, Irving Mendoza said to Tess, with all of the opening acts on the Marcelito Pomoy concert, how many songs will you be singing and what songs will you be singing? Secret!
That is a great question, Irving. You know, I'm doing a 3-song medley. One is an English song, and 2 of them are Tagalog. I don't know if I want to share that. I want people to go to the show and check it out for themselves. So,
surprise!
But one of them is Kahit Maputi Ang Buhok Ko. And then the other 2 are surprise.
You have to come and watch.
They'll have to come to the show to find out what the other songs are.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come and check it out. It's going to be great. It's great. Yeah. So,
you know, Marcelino Pomoy is known as when he could sing like a woman with very high voice. And then if he sings like a man, he has also the regular low voice. It's just amazing. Yeah. I wish that I am not in this condition, otherwise I would be there. Maybe next time.
I'm sure they'll have like some people sharing video but you know, you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go and check it out live because there's nothing else better than a live concert. And it's pre-Valentine's Day, so you could bring your significant other. It'd be a nice Valentine's gift for them. They really enjoy the gift of music. So.
What's nice about the Carco Theater? It's a very intimate venue, so it's not too big. It's very close, so there's not a bad seat in the house. Because this is where I showed my documentary movie. Mark Collins documentary. We screened that a couple years ago. So, but it's a very nice theater, good acoustics, and so you definitely will have a good, close, view of Marcelito when he performs, and Tess, of course, on stage. So it's a great place to watch a show. So, for sure.
Yeah.
So Tess, how long have you been singing? How did you get into singing?
Well, it's funny because I grew up in Catholic. I went to Catholic school for grade school, and we always had choir. And I always was in the choir. I never, ever really wanted to get front until probably in my late 20s when I took a vocal performance workshop at Seattle Central Community College. Out of the whim, I just decided to take this jazz vocal workshop. And what we did was we had a recital, a 3-song recital. We performed and practiced with a live trio. We learned how to count them in. We learned, of course, vocal technique and just about the form of the song. And the song that I sang at the Broadway Performance Hall was Black Coffee by Ella Fitzgerald. And I can't remember the other one. I think it was On the Street Where You Live. And I think it was a 2 or 3 song. But Black Coffee, when I finished Black Coffee, I felt like it was just an exhilarating feeling, and I never sang in high school. My brother was in a band. He was a bass player for a band. Irving knows him. I would always go to band practice with him and sit in the car and wait for him. Or they would have band practice at our house. And I would just sit in the sidelines and just watch and just kind of mimic singing. And I never, ever, nobody in high school ever knew I sang. Nobody. And so for me to sing right now is kind of a surprise to everybody. In high school, nobody knew I could sing. I just did a choir. I just did piano lessons. I just had music in my life. My brother was a musician. But I would always wake up in the morning and sing gospel Christian songs in my head because we would learn these Christian songs. And so I'd wake up singing them in my room, but nobody would ever hear me. And I was extremely, extremely shy when I was growing up. I mean, you wouldn't know it now, but I remember this Filipina teacher, her name was Miss Charok, and she passed away already. But she would come to my mom and she goes, Tess, something's wrong with her. She won't even look at anybody in the eyes. She's just so quiet. She's like, and so for me to be what I'm doing now is kind of a interesting thing. But I started at the Broadway Performance Hall with a jazz vocal performance workshop. It was an adult class. And then from then, I went to Cornish and I started taking vocal training and vocal performances with Beth Winter and Jay Clayton. And I just love the music. I just love jazz. You can interpret it any way you want. You can sing it slow. You can sing it fast. You can swing it. You could sing it Latin. And it doesn't sound bad. But if you sing a pop song, and you try to do a Bruno Mars song, and you try to jazz it up, people go, oh, that doesn't sound right. But with jazz, there's this, you could make it your own. You could make it fast, slow, whatever. And so I just really, the American Songbook just I just loved it. I just got hooked. And that's how I started. Long story short. Short long, I guess.
That's great.
Kuya Bert, Norb, and Tess, before we go back to you, let's go to birthday greetings. Do you have anybody to greet, Tess? Anybody saving a birthday?
Let me get my list. In the meantime, you guys greet your friends. Let me get my list, okay? Oh, I do have one because on Ohana on the 19th, my friend from high school, it's his birthday. It's a milestone birthday. And so we are going to be celebrating his birthday at Ohana. And his name is Jimmy. Jimmy Hansen. No, I'm sorry, not Jimmy. That's his brother, George. George. We call him Gorgeous George when he was in high school. He was, and then his initials are GQ. So we always called him Gorgeous George GQ because George Tehanse. And so shout out to George on his birthday on February 22nd, but we're celebrating at Ohana on February 19th. And let me get my list, Ate Miles. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Shout out to your
Okay, Norb, do you have anybody to greet, Norb?
Let's see. I got maybe one or two. I want to do a shout out to Maria Friars. She is actually a friend, the wife of a good friend of mine who lives all the way in Germany, and she just turned 50 last week. So happy birthday to Maria. And let's see who else we got. Let's see. I think actually that's the main one I got. So Miles, I know you always have a long list, so why don't you do yours?
Okay, belated happy birthday to Ate Vilma Fernandez, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Ate Vilma. And then Edgar Arisa of Angeles City, Philippines, February 8 today. Virgie Reyes, my sister-in-law of Quezon City, Philippines, February 9. Angelica Arias of Giginto, Bulacan, February 10. Marilu D of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, February 11. Marlon Fuentes, asawa ng pamangkin ko, sa Quezon City, Philippines, February 13. Joanne Lorenzana Blower. She was our former guest from Oakland, California, February 14. Min and Daya, my former colleague in Channel 7 from Quezon City, Philippines, February 14. Romeo Asgari Hicayo of Quezon City, Philippines, February 14. And with that, happy birthday to all of you. With that, let's listen to Happy Birthday, traditional, dedicated to all birthday celebrants.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yan po ang happy birthday traditional, lovingly dedicated to all birthday celebrants. Tess, you're gonna have some birthday greetings, Tess?
I do. I have a few. My Auntie Bern in Sacramento, California. She is she had her birthday on February 7th. Auntie Bern, happy birthday. And then, of course, Auntie Vilma Fernandez. And then I do have another shout out to my cousin, Vinci Santabella. He's in Bicol area on the his was February 5th, and then a good friend of mine and a friend of my husband, Cesar Cabrera, Nick, I can never say it, Eticable. Oh my gosh, please don't, I'm sorry if I screw that up. There is also, let's see. I think that's it for now. Oh, my friend Teresa Chu Iwasaki, she owns the salon in Newcastle. I can't remember the name. I'm very, very bad with names. And I think that's it. Happy birthday to all. If I forgot you, I'm so sorry, but that's it.
Yeah, Kuya Bert, do you have anybody to greet, Kuya Bert?
You know, during these 3 weeks of COVID, I got everybody. I can't remember names anymore. Of course,
okay.
At one time, I wanted to greet my my brother-in-law and monitor their anniversary. I think it's what, 30 years now. No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
wedding anniversaries, and there's some friends of ours who got their birthdays too.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy birthday to all of you guys.
And I think Don, Monica's husband, he also celebrates his birthday this coming week. I know it's always right after their anniversary, so I think Don's celebrating his birthday, isn't he? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, anyway,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Dawn.
Happy birthday, Don.
Yeah. Norbert, do you have any updates? Seahawks updates, Norbert?
Oh, nothing really going on. This is really the week of the Super Bowl, so my sports report is pretty small right now. There's a lot going on with the Winter Olympics. I know that what's his name? The American stars figure skater set a world record yesterday with his performance.
Wow.
Look that up on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. But he did a couple of quadruple axles. I don't know the technical name, but did some amazing things and to help the Americans for the United States Olympic team, setting a world record yesterday with an unbelievable score and performance. But the big news really is this Sunday, and like we said at the beginning of the show, we are excited to watch the Super Bowl, and less about the game, and I'm just excited to be able to watch it with my dad because we missed out on a few of these playoff games in the last few weeks because of my dad's condition. So I'm glad that we could do this one last time before this football season's over. So I'm just really excited to watch the game with you, Dad, on Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a blast. So that's really the main thing that I'm looking forward to this week. So
Yep.
It's going to be a fun game.
I prepare a short.
More of Tess Guerzon's song?
Yeah. Okay, let's listen to Rainy Days and Mondays, cover The Carpenter by Tess Guerzon.
All right.
Thank you, Danielle. Rainy Days and Mondays. Let's listen to Rainy Days.
Talking to myself and feeling old. Sometimes I'd like to quit. Nothing ever seems to fit. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. What I've got they used to call the blues. Nothing is really wrong. I'm feeling like I don't belong. Walking around, some kind of lonely clown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Funny, but it seems I always wind up here with you. Nice to know somebody loves me. Funny, but it seems that it's the only thing to do. Run and find the one who loves me. The one who loves me. What I feel is come and gone before. No need to talk it out. We know what it's all about. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Funny, but it seems that it's the only thing to do. Run and find the one who loves me. need to talk it out. We know what it's all about. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
A special guest. It's time for our second station break. So, stay tuned po. Wag po kayong aalis. We'll be back.
You can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio. .world.
You probably have questions about COVID vaccines. Here are some answers about how they're being made.
How are COVID vaccines being produced faster?
Usually, vaccine testing and production are separate steps. But because of the pandemic, vaccines are being developed on parallel tracks. So both steps are happening just at the same time.
How are the vaccines being tested?
Right now, several different COVID vaccines are in testing. Each go through multiple clinical trials with up to thousands of volunteers.
How do vaccines get approved?
Not all COVID vaccine versions will make it to the final stages of testing and approval. Produced vaccines that do not pass clinical trials will be destroyed. But for those that do pass, a team of medical experts will examine test results and possible side effects. If the vaccine is effective and safe, it gets approved and gets to you. Go to covidvaccinewa.org to learn more. A message from the state of Washington.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
Kind of nonsense conversation we're having here.
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier. What's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so tired. I have to pee.
Thông điệp này được gửi đến bạn bởi Bộ Y tế Công cộng Seattle và quận King, Bộ Y tế Washington, Washington Chapter AAP và Wilson Ridge. Cho dù lớp học của bạn ở đâu, dù trực tiếp hay trực tuyến, tiêm chủng định kỳ sẽ bảo vệ cho con của bạn tránh khỏi các bệnh nghiêm trọng như bệnh sởi, quai bị và thủy đậu, và chúng giữ cho con của bạn được an toàn, khỏe mạnh và phát triển. Nếu cần trợ giúp tìm nhà cung cấp, hãy vào trang parenthelp123.org hoặc gọi đường dây nóng Help Me Grow Washington ở số 1-800-322-2588.
This is Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Show dito po sa shuttle. Ako po babalik sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show dito po sa Shuttle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Mal Salvador at ang aking kasama, ang
Hey everybody, this is Bert Caoili, NorbCam. Thank you for watching the show.
And our special guest. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, hi everyone.
Yeah, yan po ang ating special guest, Tess Guerzon. Before we go back to Tess, I have a very short update on coronavirus from COVID-19 Information Center, Queensland, Australia. The total cases is 462,761. The daily new cases is 5,178 as of 2 days ago. United States confirmed cases 76,852,768. The new cases is 5,049,828. Philippines, the total cases is 3,616,387. The new cases is 174,331. Japan, the total cases is 3,377,378. The new cases is 1,156,996. Malaysia, the total cases is 2,925,254. The new cases is 89,095. So, the global total cases is 389,083,915. The daily new cases is 2,151,203. Yan po ang latest of coronavirus updates from COVID-19 Information Center. And with that, let's listen to a Marquez Cardi B coronavirus remix video. Thank you,
Guess
Danielle.
what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real!
Hold up.
Yan po ang coronavirus remix video by E. Marquez and Cardi B. Okay, now let's go back to our special guest, Tess Guerzon. Oh, she's gone. Tess,
There she is.
Tess, I want you to sing live. Now,
You know, I think I'm having technical difficulties. I have my mic and everything set up, but I don't think it's gonna happen at the mile. I really don't think so.
Okay, Norbert, you can sing, Norbert.
Well, that's putting me on the spot there. Let's see. Well, actually, I think let's do this, though. I want to ask Tess a little bit more about you because we've only scratched the surface on what you have done. It was such an extensive resume. I just wanted to ask you a little bit more. We talked to you about singing, but you've been involved in some different organizations, and you mentioned about you have an annual event that you do. So what are of the different things you're involved in? What is kind of the one, I guess, right now that's really closest to your heart that you really are most proud of that every year you look forward to doing?
Well, that's a no-brainer, and you know the answer, I think. Yeah, it's the Result Park music festival. It was redubbed as the Result Park Jazz Festival a couple of years ago. I had put together a committee, and they thought that jazz would be more appealing as opposed to music festival. So it started as a music festival in 2009, and then I did it for about 4 or 5 years, and then I kind of stopped, took a little break from it, and then the community rallied around and said, hey, you need to do that again. And so I formed a committee. I think it was 2019. I can't remember now. I know there was 1 year we didn't have it because of COVID, and then last year we did have it again. But anyway, I've got to look at my calendar. But anyway, so that's how that all started with the renaming it as a jazz festival. But it doesn't necessarily have to be jazz. I think music is the universal language of emotion, and it could be anything. It could be, I mean, really, when you think about jazz, jazz is like the pop music of the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. So I don't want it to be just jazz, but I think maybe for like maybe a headliner, the finale of the show should be kind of a jazz artist, some well-known jazz artist. But yeah, that's close to my heart because when I was little, not really little, maybe high school, my mom rallied around that with another prominent community leader. His name is Vic Bosco. And they rallied and tried to get that bridge and park named after Jose Rizal. And really, this is the bridge is the only bridge in the nation. This is a fact. I think you could Google it, but it's the only bridge in the nation named after Dr. Jose Rizal. And so that was such a big accomplishment. And when I was in high school, you know, we would have picnics there, and I went to the opening, and you know, she really worked hard on getting that. And everybody else, not just her, but everybody else. It was the community, the whole community gathered around. I went with her to contract the artist. That bus that you see there was brought back by my mother and I, and we went to the artist's house and talked to him. He actually had a Philippine eagle in his studio, a live eagle. And he's kind of an eccentric kind of guy, but very, very good artist. And so that was a guy named Kaido that did the bus. So yes, tell me if I'm talking too much. More.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, no, that's why we ask the questions. We want to know more. You are the guest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's how that started, and that's really close to my heart. So that's what I'm really excited about. That's a big accomplishment.
So it didn't happen the last couple of years, but it will, right? Is that right? Because of COVID, it was put on hold, but is it going to return this year for sure?
Well, actually, it started again. It started back up. There was like a maybe 5-year hiatus and then it started back up in 2019, and then 2020 we had COVID, and then 2021 we had it again. It was more like a jazz picnic because we wanted people to just bring their own food and, you know, nothing. And it was open air, and we had hand sanitizing stations everywhere. And it was a very, very successful event. And then this year we're going to do it again, and it's scheduled for August. It's usually the Sunday right after hydroplane races, and I think that's August 18th or 19th. So
okay.
It's scheduled for that, and I hope you can come and sing a song, North. And of course, your dad, we always want for your birthday.
Okay, Bert might have a question for Tess. Okay, Bert is muted. Okay, Bert, you might have a question for Tess. Is muted. He can't hear me. Okay, Bert.
You might just be observing, but
yeah.
Yeah. Moving his lips.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there.
Oh, there he goes. There he is.
Okay, I was going to
You're
ask.
backed up.
I don't know if you guys have asked Tess how she became a realtor.
Oh, we haven't asked that question yet.
Okay, you want the?
I'm just curious.
Okay, so my mom was a single mom. My dad passed away when I was only 6 years old, and she did many businesses. We had a gift shop in Chicago, and we brought it over to Seattle, my grandmother and her, and we started that. It was called Pearl of the Orient. It was on 5th Avenue, and then the one in Chicago was on 505 North Michigan, and that was called the Philippine Gift Shop. But she did a lot of businesses after my dad passed away to make ends meet. She sold bangos. She did a lot of what do you call that? Seamstress sewing for people. She actually made, this is Auntie Dorothy Cordova told me that she was the first to make the costumes for the FYA Joe team.
Wow.
That was something that Auntie Dorothy told me when I saw her a few months ago at another celebration of life. And so I didn't know that. And so that was really very interesting. And so one of the things that made her not have to depend and get married again was real estate. She invested. We did state fairs. Okay, we did state fairs in the Midwest. We did Springfield, Illinois. We did Des Moines, Iowa. We did Oklahoma during the summer because our main store was the Philippine gift shop. So every summer we would do these state fairs, go drive here and there, and 10 days here, 10 days there. And whatever money she made, she would buy a house. And so she bought this, she would buy houses and rent them out. She was kind of I wouldn't say a slumlord, but she would make a unit up above and then rent out the main level and then make another unit in the basement. So it was like a triplex, and she would maximize these houses. So my mom was very, very, she was just a very amazing businesswoman and very entrepreneur. And so that's how I got into real estate. I grew up in the business. I grew up, having to clean rentals and all that.
You had a restaurant too, Tess, did you? You had a restaurant?
My mom had a restaurant too called Capitana on Maynard. It was a Filipino restaurant. I think it was for two years. That's another business that she did. But I also, I don't know, it's something like we kind of follow our parents, right? And so I opened up a restaurant in Renton called Jubilante. It was already named Jubilante when we bought it, but we kept the name and we put live music in there. And that we had that for 6 years, and it was very, very hard work. I don't want to ever do that kind of work again, but it's just you really have to have the passion for that kind of business.
Yes.
True.
It's a hard work.
It's a lot of work. Real estate is a luxury job compared to what a restaurant owner would do.
You're kind of slave when you own a restaurant. You're kind of slave to it because you usually have to be the first one in, the last one out, and anything goes wrong, you're kind of the one who has to deal with it, whether it's the staff or the food or the customers.
Yeah, bus tables. I was a dishwasher. I cooked. And when somebody didn't show up, I had to wait tables. It was a very humbling experience, let me tell you.
Well, speaking of restaurants, Tess, Irving in the comments asked, are you also excited to be one of the opening acts for the Martin Rivera concert at Max's restaurant?
Oh, I'm not opening act.
You're not?
I'm not.
I think
maybe Irving knows something you don't yet at this point.
I think it's Tim Pabino has been in that.
Oh yes. Okay.
Timmy Pabino. Yeah. Because I saw Valley's post in Facebook. Yeah, it's Timmy Pabino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Irvy's trying to, put Tessa's name into the hat. Like maybe she should be opening one of the openings.
Looks like Irving Mendoza is one of your greatest fans.
Yeah.
He knows my brother. He knows
I
They were in
know.
a band together. They were in a band together with Bing Santos forever.
Yep.
And he knows my brother really well. Yeah.
Your brother's the bass player, right?
Yeah. You were one of the.
I played with him for a short time back late 2000s, early 2010, I think. I played with him for a little bit, and I remember what was special about him was that he was the only bass player I knew, because I remember he had like part of his finger was cut off, right? So he was able to still, even though he had part of his finger missing, he could still play all the notes. So he was really good. So I'm glad to hear he's still playing.
That is dedication. When yeah. That was an accident. When he was doing a remodel on a house. But no,
did you say did you say on a remodel of a house?
Yeah, he was remodeling a house and he accidentally cut his finger. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad it didn't cut short. Sorry, the pun. His bass playing career, because he really was amazing.
He's really good. He's an amazing bass player. I grew up watching him play bass, and I never sang until my late 20s. I grew up watching him in bands and going to his practices. He's a very dedicated musician. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments, Tess, or do you just sing?
I took piano at St. Benedict's, where I went to school, and I took piano until I was in 8th grade, and then I stopped. And I can play a little bit, but not good enough to accompany myself. But I want to take it up again. And then I also play ukulele, and I play a little guitar. And my favorite instrument is percussion. I like drums. I like timbales. And when I'm on stage, I'm always shaking something, or I'm doing a tambourine, or I'm doing a triangle. I just love the percussion instruments.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Keep yourself busy while you're on stage, right?
Yeah, instead of just looking there like, okay, when's I'm going to sing now?
Tess, Irving Mendoza said, I've known Tess for a while now. I know her brother Mike, who's also a bass player and musician. All of us playing together that we know at various times like family. Yeah, that's for Irving.
Yeah, Irving was part of that group. I was just in the sidelines watching. I never sang with them. But you guys, I've seen you practice. I've seen you guys perform. Yep.
Well, it just goes to show better late than never, right? Even if you didn't start at a young age, you kind of got into it kind of late, but here you are singing now, opening for one of the biggest Filipino stars in the world.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yeah. I'm just kind of a late bloomer, I think. I'm a late bloomer in a lot of things, but it's better late than never. And I always figure it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Mm. No, that phrase very well.
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Even in football.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. It is not how you start, it is how you finish. So
Always about how you finish. Yeah.
So Friday, make sure, just to remind our audience, make sure you check out the Voices of Marcelito, where Tess is going to be one of the opening acts for his concert this Friday at Carco Theater. 7:00 p.m. this Friday. So you can get your tickets there on the picture on the screen. You can contact Dorcas at 206-981-7007 or look up the event on Eventbrite. And tickets are still available. So, but they're going fast, and there's only 3 days left. So get your tickets. It's a nice venue, and you get to not only hear the talented Marcelito, but you get to hear our guest Tess doing her thing. Some surprise songs.
Tess, I get a question for you that Violet is asking. The prices that was listed in the poster, is there any other prices of the tickets aside from that?
From what I hear, there's a senior rate, but it's only like it's only like $8 off. And
okay.
Yeah. So the VIP is $128, and the general admission is $98.
98, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I know at this point. So yeah, and I don't know, Kuya Bert, you were supposed to get 2 tickets for promoting the event. I don't know.
That would have been nice.
I thought they were. I think what's going to happen, I think your tickets are going to be at will call under your name or under Fil-Am Radio. Under Fil-Am Radio.
Maybe Norbert could attend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not able to, I guess that could be the next best thing. Unless Ate Miles wants to fly up to Seattle in the next couple of days.
But I think if Dorcas was kind enough to give me some tickets, then maybe Norb, you and Monica could go. Yeah. This is going to be an amazing concert. So why don't you try to call Dorcas, or unless Tess knows where the ticket is.
Well, I'll message you, Kuya Bert. I'll ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Bert.
No, that would be good.
I know that you can come in Ate Shoni because of your present condition.
Yeah. Yes.
And if Norb and Monica can come, I suggest that Tess can give it to Violet because she's also promoting the concert, and she already got people who are buying the VIPs as long as she watches too. Yeah, that's what I organized with Tess. So is that okay, Bert?
Of course, yeah. If I, like I said, if I were well, I would be right there. But
me too. If I'm there, I'll be watching.
Hopefully, Norbert, you and Monica, or maybe Jean or whoever, could attend.
Yeah.
This is going to be something else. He is really very talented. Very.
I saw the show, so he's amazing. Yeah. I was hoping he was going to win the whole thing, but finishing fourth place still is pretty impressive.
Who have not made up their minds, call Dorcas. She's a very good friend of mine. Let us know. But this is one opportunity. One-time opportunity. I don't know if he will be back. I don't know when, if ever, but you'll be surprised. Next time, after Friday, you'll say, I wish I should have. That insurance commercial. Well, hopefully you could watch the concert, Norb.
Yeah, if there's an extra ticket, that would definitely be pretty cool opportunity. So Marcelino, if you don't know,
introduce you to some of the people there. Yeah. All right. Very good. So I think, Miles, you're running out of time for our last song, our closing song.
Yeah, our closing song, Danielle. Ang ating pong closing song is Sayang by Claire de la Fuente, sung by our special guest, Tess Guerzon. At ang bilis po, magpapaalam na tayo, Kuya Bert. At ang bilis po ng ating orasan. Ito po si Mel Salvador. Kayo po ay nakikinig sa Fil-Am Radio Show. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na panonood sa aming programa. Hanggang sa susunod pong Martes. Our special guest next Tuesday is Joey Albert from Vancouver, Canada. So, thank you very much. At samahan niyo po ako sa aking huling panalangin sa araw na itong. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We praise and give thanks for all the blessings, life, strength, and guidance that you have given us from this hour with the best of our life. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And before we sign off, stay tuned po. Next on Rainier Avenue Radio is Real Estate and Money with Tina Lombard Harris and Violeta Strass, and every Wednesdays at 9 to 11 p.m. Fresh Juice with the Money. Yan po, every Wednesday at 9 to 11 p.m. Fresh Juice with the Money by our program director, Daniel Velez. So, yan po, sa hinig ng Sayang by Tess Guerzon. You want to say goodbye, Tess?
I think Tess wants to say something before we play the song. About that
Okay.
song.
I just
Go ahead.
wanted to say this song is originally sang by Claire de la Fuente. She passed away from COVID last year, and so yeah, I just wanted to just honor her for this song, and also just to thank you, Kuya Bert, and
You're welcome.
for having
You're
me.
welcome.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys soon, and Kuya Bert up and running and walking and coming to the result park and all that good stuff. And Norb, I'm going to see you in the Super Bowl. I'm sure NorbCam. And I think, Miles, thank you so much. And please buy your tickets today. They're going fast for the show on Friday, February 11th.
Yeah.
Okay, Norb, your turn.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, this is NorbCam. If you ever want to see any Seahawks-related content, check out my channel on YouTube. Otherwise, thanks for watching the show today. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, Avery Mendoza said, Kuya Bert, nice to see you here again, Kuya Bert. Stay healthy and strong, Miles and Norb. I'll see you next week. Nice to see you again, Tess. Okay, Kuya Bert.
Okay, let's
It's
listen
your
to the
turn.
last song.
Sayang by Claire de Fuente, sung by Tess Guerzon.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Tess. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sayang, muling dumating sa buhay ko ang bawat ibig na katulad mo. Bakit kaya nasa'y sadyang kay dahan. Oh, sayang, pagsuyo ngayon ang dumating, hindi na maaaring ang kinig ng tulad ko. Walang kalayaan pang umibig. Sana'y maaaring ibalik ang kahapon at doon mag-islam na ang pag-ibig mo. Sa dalahin ay hinihiling ko. Lumakad sanang pabalik ang panahon. Sana maaaring ibalik ang kahapon at iguhit namin ang nakaraan. Sana'y kaya kong paguhin lahat sa nakalipas nating kasaysayan. Oh, sayang, talagang sayang, sayang.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check